Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a short ceremony, a chance to reflect and to celebrate our school's 100-year anniversary. You'll be hearing from some of our oldest staff, our longest-serving staff in the school. You'll also be hearing from some of our oldest and longest-serving pupils in the school, our executive council members. And you'll also be hearing from Mr. Arthur, who will be reading a letter that the school has been sent by King Charles, who, as you'll know, is the reigning monarch in the UK at the moment. So, 100 years ago, to the day, Sir Alexander Mackenzie and a small group of British and Commonwealth citizens established the British school, Rio de Janeiro. Yes, today we proudly celebrate the British school, Rio de Janeiro's 100th birthday. It has often been said that a small group of thoughtful, committed people can change the world. There is no doubt that what a small group of thoughtful and committed people began 100 years ago in 1924 in just a small house in a modest street in Copacabana has changed the world for so many people. From its birth in 1924, a small primary school grew. 25 years later, in 1949, the school was moved from Copacabana to Botafogo. Primary children began to stay on in what became a growing senior school. Significant demand for the school, especially from Brazilian families in the 1980s and 1990s, encouraged us to open a unit in Urca, where we are now, in the year 2000. Further demand led us in 2003 to reach out to Barra de Tijuca. Today, the Barra School is already 20 years old. There is no doubt that our school has transformed the lives of hundreds of children and their families. It has also changed the lives of educators and administrators too. For the opportunities our school afforded, we are both indebted and very grateful. And so we dedicate this special occasion to all those people who have helped to make this great school what it is today. It is through their initiatives, their hard work, their collaboration, and yes, their love, that we are here to celebrate our school's 100th birthday. Let us remember all those people. Let us thank them for their loyalty and dedicated service and acknowledge what they have achieved for us. Whatever great learning has been happening throughout the century, one thing is evident. Our school has encouraged friendships that have lasted a lifetime. Great and enduring friendship is the most important and powerful forces in our lives. The British school, Rio de Janeiro, as an institution and a community, has become a most respected school within Brazil and indeed beyond. We're proud of our achievements and our success, but we are humble enough to recognize that as we head into our second century, we must continue to work hard and strive for excellence in all things.
It is my great honour today to read to you a letter from Buckingham Palace addressed to Mr. Wiseman. Dear Mr. Wiseman, the King has asked me to thank you for your kind letter of greetings sent on behalf of the British School, Rio de Janeiro, on the occasion of the Centenary Week, which is being held from the 20th to the 24th of May to celebrate its 100th anniversary. His Majesty appreciated your thoughtfulness in writing as you did and values your continued support. The British School, Rio de Janeiro, has warmly welcomed visits from members of the royal family over the years, and the King fondly remembers visiting in 1978. His Majesty was interested in learning that the school is planning a year of commemorative events, including the Centenary Week, with a street party and unveiling a commemorative plaque on the 23rd of May. The King has asked me to convey his heartfelt congratulations as you mark this special milestone and sends his warmest good wishes for what will surely be an enjoyable and memorable program for all concerned. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, students and guests. It is an honor for us to be addressing you today to commemorate this momentous occasion, the centenary of the British School, Rio de Janeiro. Those of us who have been at the school for over 30 years have witnessed many changes. For example, back in 1992, we had no Urca school and no Barra school. The school in Botafogo offered IGCSEs, but was only just starting the IB. Conditions were not great. The senior school was mainly in a large old house called the Ribeiro dos Santos building. The Portuguese department office was in an old bathroom, and the maths department office had no windows. The door had to be left open all the time so the staff could breathe. Urca site opened 20 years ago, and the Barra school started at a little building in Recreio with only 7 children in 2003. Setting up the IB for the first time was a real challenge and a very steep curve. Barbara Potts was the first IB coordinator. We had endless meetings to discuss how the IB would work, because in those early days, nobody knew exactly what they were supposed to do. We had to do a lot of learning together. The students may be surprised to hear that us teachers are constantly having to learn, particularly now with all the new emerging technologies. Over the past 100 years, our teachers have been dedicated educators, always committed to learning and to excellency. Our aim has been to offer our students wonderful opportunities within what we call a holistic education to explore languages and literature, science, mathematics, humanities, and the arts.
Tenho a honra de representar todo o departamento administrativo, incluindo inspetores, porteiros, serviços gerais, cozinheiros, manutenção, ICT, admissões e marketing, finanças e auditoria, RH e departamento pessoal, secretárias, enfermeiras e babás que trabalham ao lado do staff educacional para fornecer tudo o que a escola precisa. Além de tudo, a British School, Rio de Janeiro, é uma família. E uma família em que todos cuidam um dos outros. É uma família que envolve pessoas de muitas origens diferentes e hoje abrange continentes. É uma alegria todos os dias ver cada um de nós crescer e desenvolver amizades. Traz esperanças ver a extensão do respeito mútuo através de eventos desportivos, concertos, peças de teatros, serviços comunitários, viagens e festivais culturais. Olhando para trás, ao longo dos anos, parece que o tempo passou tão rápido. A todos os alunos atuais e futuros, pedimos que aproveitem todas as oportunidades que a escola tem a oferecer para que possam descobrir quem vocês são, encontrar seus pontos fortes e se tornarem as melhores versões de si mesmo que podem ser. Sempre óptimo era o antigo lema da escola. Ainda está conosco e nos inspira a sempre ser e fazer o melhor. Obrigada.
Good morning, you all. Sports has always been a cornerstone of TBS life, and there have been many successes over the years. Some memorable moments that will always stand out are December 1991, the first time our futsal boys gained a gold medal. This was in the Little 8 tournament in São Paulo, where we won 1-0 against the graded school. Becoming the World School Football Champions in Santiago de Chile in 1997. And the 2004 to 2007 girls volleyball team had an incredible run, remaining as champions for 4 consecutive years by winning the Little 8s 2 years in a row and then Inter 8s for 2 years in a row. This year has been another incredible year for sport at TBS. In April, we were overall champions of the ISSL for futsal and volleyball. And then, just this weekend, we won the Futsal National Championships in both the boys and girls tournaments for the first time in the history of the school. A culmination of all the hard work and dedication put in over the years and a truly fitting achievement for our centenary anniversary. Sports, arts, music, drama, ICT, MUN, and Duke of Edinburgh, and all other subjects and co-curricular activities help develop well-rounded children. Seeing students succeed in life is what matters most. The beauty of being a teacher is what you learn from your students. The students, you, help us to adapt and improve. You students keep every day unique and exciting. You inspire us to keep moving and keep reaching for greater success. Thank you.
Bom dia. Para os novos, né, que chegaram de Botafogo recentemente, não me conhecem, eu sou Eva Moraes, secretária pedagógica, que é aquela que cuida da documentação de vocês, tá? E trabalho na escola britânica há pouquinho tempo, 41 anos. E para alguns de nós, funcionários de longa data, muitas vezes ouvimos as pessoas dizerem: "Uau, você tem feito a mesma coisa há tanto tempo." Verdade. Essas pessoas simplesmente não entendem que trabalhar na British School nunca é a mesma coisa, ano após ano, ou mesmo dia após dia. Cada ano é diferente do outro. Há mudanças contínuas e desafios constantes, e temos enfrentado muitos ao longo de todos esses anos. Sempre sentimos que cada novo ano será o melhor. É uma sensação maravilhosa saber que estamos fazendo a diferença na vida de vocês, jovens. É uma grande recompensa saber o que os nossos alunos serão capazes de alcançar aqui na nossa terra e ao redor do mundo. Acredite, cada ano traz nova experiência e energia. O que todos aprendemos é que para se trabalhar em uma escola é preciso ter paixão pelo que fazemos e ensinamos. O aprendizado acontece melhor quando estamos tranquilos e felizes. Tranquilos e felizes. Esta é a coisa mais importante. Portanto, sejamos resilientes, não desistir nunca, jamais. Ajudar um ao outro, trabalhar em equipe, sejamos sempre positivos, um com o outro. Não precisamos concordar com todos. Não precisamos. Mas respeitar as diferenças é fundamental. Respeitar as diferenças é fundamental. E celebremos com alegria o centenário da nossa querida British School.
As we step into the next century, let us carry forward the values that define us: integrity, compassion, and determination. Let us be excited about learning together, and let us all develop and enjoy a thirst for knowledge. Let us continue to create a legacy that inspires future generations to dream big, think critically, and contribute meaningfully to the world. Thank you, the British School, Rio de Janeiro, for a century of excellence and for the lives you have given us. May you continue to illuminate minds and shape hearts for generations to come. Thank you.
As the Year 13 Executive Council members, we are honored to represent the students of the school on this special occasion. Turning 100 years old is not something that many humans get to experience, but it is also something which is relatively rare amongst institutions like schools. When an institution lasts for 100 years, it is a sign that there is something special about it, that it has succeeded in meeting the needs of the population it serves, and that it has managed to adapt over time and to stay ahead of the competition.
As we celebrate our school's 100-year anniversary, it's worth reflecting on what life would have been like 100 years ago for the first generation of pupils here. In 1924, there were no transatlantic flights, so anyone traveling to or from Brazil had to do so by a lengthy boat journey. There certainly would not have been any New York, London, Berlin, or Caribbean trips. Only a tiny number of the very elite owned cars in Rio, and the roads here were virtually traffic-free, which is a far cry from today. Children at TBS at the time would certainly not have been able to use traffic jams as a reason for being late to school. Television was still just an experiment in a few scientists' laboratories, so no videos would have been used in lessons. Whilst the very thought of using a personal computer, let alone having lessons online during a pandemic, would have been the stuff of science fiction.
What is possibly more interesting, though, are the things that seem to have endured at TBS over the years, despite the many social and technological changes. When you speak to alumni of the school, some of whom are now themselves parents, grandparents, and even great-grandparents, their fondest memories mirror the very things that we have cherished in our 15 years here. Friendship forged in the classroom and playground, being inspired by teachers, competing for the Falcons, performing on stage, the house competitions, the trips, but above all else, the caring community that we're all a part together as students and teachers.
It is possible that with advances in modern healthcare, some people in this room will live to see TBS's 200-year anniversary. Though it is unlikely that any of us would be up to play in the Battle of the Bands in 2124. It is anyone's guess what this school will look like then, or even whether the children here will be taught by human teachers or robots. But hopefully, we will still hear the things that we loved about the school, present in the stories that the students tell. The same stories of friendship, life-changing experiences, and inspiration. Thank you.
So finally then, on this special day, May the 23rd, 2024, we must vow to continue to hold on to and practice every day the great values we espouse. We must be adaptable and flexible and respond with positivity to the challenges of a rapidly changing world. And we must promise to endeavour to sustain the vital role of our school in the decades to follow. Without a doubt, by holding these principles and promises close to our hearts, we can dream of a very exciting future for our school. A future in which the British School of Rio de Janeiro will continue to serve, as it has for 100 years, the generations to come. And so let us conclude by saying a happy 100th birthday to the British School, Rio de Janeiro, and wishing you another century of the best possible education that a school can offer.